if your little cousin says, hey, I want to be able to speak English like you, what would you tell him to do? What do you think was the helpful for you guys to memorize all the English vocabularies and grammars? What do you think? Hello everyone, how are you guys going? 皆さんご機嫌いかがでしょうか？今日も可能性無限大 This is タロサックということで今日の動画では英語が話せる外国人に勉強方法を聞いてみたというテーマでやっていきたいと思います。以前に投稿したこちら、外国人はなぜ英語が話せるの？なんでみんな英語圏出身じゃないのに英語が話せるのか聞いたこちらの動画、なんと再生回数100万回超えました。皆さんこのトピックかなり興味があったんですね。ということで今日はそこをさらに掘り下げて、ネイティブ以外の外国人に今どんな方法で勉強してきたのか、どういう手順を取って話せるようになったのか、インタビューしていって英語を話せるようになりたいと思う皆さんに役立つ動画を今日は作っていきたいと思います。僕のチャンネルでは様々なトピックに関する外国人のインタビュー動画を毎週配信してます。見るだけで頭の中がグローバル化すること間違いなし。面白いと思ってもらえた方はぜひチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。タロサックの公式 LINE ではゼロから英語を話せるようになった僕の経験をもとに、皆さんが間違いなく英語を話せるようになるための大事な情報、それから英会話の初めの一歩を踏み出す機会を提供してます。英語を話せるようになって人生をより深いものにしたい、英語を話せるようになって人生の選択肢を増やしたい、もうどんな理由でもいいです。英語を話せるようになりたいと思う方はぜひ概要欄のリンクから LINE の友達追加してください。ということで早速行きましょう。 Thank you very much for your help, ladies. Where are you from?
We are from Colombia.
How long have you guys been in Australia now?
I have been for 8 years already.
Oh, that's quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I have been for 5.
In this video, I want to ask you guys how you learned English, because you speak English very well.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Could you speak English when you came to Australia 8 years ago and 5 years ago?
I was a little bit
Little
speaking
bit?
English, yes, and then I improved a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
No.
No, not at all?
No.
Only Spanish?
Only Spanish.
Okay.
It was quite difficult.
Quite difficult, yeah. Because I've seen many Spanish-speaking people in Australia. I think similar to Japanese, they're not really good at speaking English at the beginning, right? People struggle to keep what we studied in our head. After a couple of days, we forget. What do you think was the helpful for you guys to memorize all the English vocabularies and grammars? What do you think? What did you do? Did you study like vocabulary books and stuff, or?
For me, was more listen to English music
Oh, yeah?
and then watching a lot of movies as well.
Okay.
And then I kind of catch the words and the pronunciations, and then I kind of relate them with the grammar and all what I was learning in school. So then that makes more sense for me.
Okay, I didn't expect that, but it makes sense though. I mean, you learned more like naturally.
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 Yes.
How about you? Did you go to like English schools or?
I went for 2 years. I started reading a lot.
You studied a lot?
Reading.
Oh, reading a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot. Also, talking with English speakers
Yes.
is really helpful because when you just speak your language, it's not gonna help at all.
So you try not to stay with too many Spanish-speaking people.
No, I just try to be with more people like me learning or English speakers.
Okay.
And music also.
Music.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys listen to music, yeah?
Yeah.
To learn English. So like I said, you guys are not from an English-spoken country, and now you can speak English. What was the biggest key to come to this point?
Just go for it. Don't be afraid. Because I am not a English speaker, I am afraid of just talking with people. No. Go for jobs in hospitality. It's very helpful to learn.
Did it help?
A lot.
Okay.
In hospitality and retail, I learned most of my English there.
Oh,
because
really?
you are interacting with the clients and then you learn new vocabulary every day.
New vocabularies every day.
Which is very
true.
important. So embrace it. Like, kind of don't be afraid to explore more with different nationalities. Here is very easy. No one speaks properly English unless you are a native, and everyone is here to learn. So
Yeah,
it's really
yeah. What about you?
I'm very shy. I'm not like
You're shy?
She's not.
So yeah, I am. But yeah, I learn a lot on hospitality too.
Oh, okay, so in a restaurant or bar, they're working.
Cafe.
Oh, cafe, yeah.
I'm working just with English speakers. I ask them like, please, when I make a mistake, don't hesitate to correct me.
Oh, right, so you let them know that if you make a mistake, just fix my English.
Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, I'm gonna make the same mistake always without knowing.
That is very
Yeah.
good thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, last question. You guys have a Spanish accent, right?
Yeah.
You guys have a Spanish accent. I have a bit of a Japanese accent. We call it samurai English.
Oh,
okay,
right.
samurai English sounds sexy, hey? Do you care about your accent or you don't care? It's a beautiful thing to have.
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
Sometimes I care.
Sometimes.
Sometimes people doesn't like, or sometimes they don't understand. So.
But it doesn't mean that you hesitate to speak, right? You just
No.
Yeah.
talking.
Yes, talking.
Right, that's the key. Thank you very much, girls.
No worries.
Thank you for your help. Where are you from?
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah, Italy as well.
Italy. I actually went to Italy maybe like 10 years ago in Milano. It's a beautiful place. I like the Italian like architectures and stuff. And the beautiful ladies as well, hey.
Thank you.
All right, how long have you guys been in Australia now?
3 years. 4 years.
In this video, I want to ask you guys about English, like how you learned English, because you didn't speak English in your country, right?
No.
When you came to Australia 3 years ago, 4 years ago, could you speak English at the time?
A little bit.
A little bit, but not as good as now.
No, obviously no.
About me, not really.
Not really.
It was
Okay.
really difficult at the beginning. I attended school for 4 months.
Yeah.
English school, so helped me a lot.
Okay, that helped a
But
lot,
I
yeah.
think I learned English going around, meeting people, go
Okay.
to do grocery as well.
In Australia,
for live.
obviously.
Yeah.
People struggle to memorize all the like English vocabularies and the grammars, you know, the basic stuff. Even the basic stuff, usually like after a couple of days, it's gone. What was helpful for you guys to, you know, to keep things in your head? Did you study like a vocabulary books, or did you study grammar books, or did you have something else?
Yeah, I started to watch a lot of movies and
Movies?
things like that. Yeah, movies, so like Siri TV.
Yeah.
And things like that. And then I try to go out and doing shopping and just like try to understand what the people ask me.
I've spoken to some people and they're like, oh, I listen to music and I watch like a TV series and all that. I feel like sometimes, you know, you have a lot of words that you don't even know, but what would you do if that happens? Do you like check on the internet?
Yeah, I was always translating with the Google Translate.
Oh, really?
Always, yeah. And I was asking to Australian people to correct me because they felt shy, but I said, no, you're gonna help me like that.
I spoken to another person as well, and she said exactly the same thing. She was working in a cafe and she asked the Australian people, just if I'm wrong, just correct me. Yeah.
Of course. And then for next time, you're gonna remember it and you're not gonna do the same mistake.
Yeah, right. I'm Japanese. I have a bit of a samurai accent. We call it samurai accent. You have a Italian accent a little bit. Many Japanese people are a little bit shy about accent. They feel like they have to speak like native speakers, which is not true, I think. What do you think about accent? Do you proud of your Italian accent?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Also, all people around me in Australia, not just Australians, but Argentinians, Brazilians, the people from other countries, they told me that Italian accent is really, really sexy. So
I was gonna say it's very sexy, you know.
I was like, oh, that's good.
So accent is
I'm
a
really
sexy
proud.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have.
Of course it is.
So last question is gonna be like this: if your little cousin says, "Hey, I want to be able to speak English like you," what would you tell him to do? Like
Travel.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Travel.
Go to school.
Go outside. Go to
Go
school.
outside.
Yeah, but just to school for me, I think you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn just the basic English, but you have to live in the place. You have to live because you have to survive, and you had
To use English.
to
there.
use English, for survive.
Was working helpful?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
What did you do?
We work in hospitality.
Hospitality.
I work in
Yeah,
hospitality.
retail.
All right, retail.
Retail.
Great advice, ladies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love Italy now. Thank you.
We love Japan.
Where are you from?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turkey, Istanbul.
Turkey.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been in Australia now?
3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys speak Turkish in your country, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We do.
In this video, I want to ask you how you learned English. Could you speak English when you came to Australia 3 years ago?
Yeah, pretty much, but not into this extent, of course.
Okay, just a little bit.
Yeah, probably. Like I wasn't fluent, but I was able to like work and speak a little bit. So.
How about you?
Yeah, the same. We like had like lessons when we are like primary school or high school, but we weren't fluent.
So you start studying English since you're like 6 years old or something, or?
Yeah, 6
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
I was 6 years old when I started to learn English.
Okay, well, same as most Japanese people nowadays, I reckon. So, people struggle to memorize, keep things you learned in our head, and usually after a couple of days, it's all gone. What was helpful for you guys to memorize all the English vocabularies and grammars?
Yeah, I think it's the practice. Like if you're not practicing, if you're not speaking, because like my English was pretty good when I was probably in high school.
Okay.
Then like I didn't speak for probably like 6-7 years in the break, and
After high
that's
school.
when I lost it.
Oh, you lost it?
Yeah. So I think that's it. That's practice. Like keep talking, and you'll be around English-speaking people. I think that's the key for me.
Okay, so you need to use it while you have.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's gonna stay in your head.
Exactly.
How about you? How did you learn like vocabularies and stuff?
Reading helped me like a lot, and also like watching like foreign TV series.
Foreign TV series.
Yeah, it helped me a lot because like when I was in Turkey, like I didn't have that chance to talk with people. That's why I was watching like TV series to like learn that vocabulary. Yeah, it helped me a lot.
Okay, so not like focusing on like a vocabulary book. Instead of doing that, you more like try to learn naturally from, like a TV series and stuff.
From people.
From
Yeah.
people, that's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Last question. If your little cousin say, hey, I want to be able to speak English like you, I want to learn English. Simply, what would you say? What would you tell him to do?
If it's like a 6-7 year old, I would definitely say like you just read books, like have some lessons first.
Like grammars and
Yeah,
stuff?
just grammars and stuff. But even for like a couple of weeks or a month, if I can afford it, I would just send him or her to like somewhere abroad so that like they can practice actually.
So you really believe that you need to use it?
Yeah, I believe that. Or it's just like if you're around the teacher or something, you definitely learn the grammar.
Yeah.
But when you're not using it, I think you go back pretty easily.
People need to be around like foreign people
Yeah.
to learn and practice English. That's the key, I guess.
That's the key.
Yeah.
It's really good to know. It sounds like to be able to speak English, obviously you need to speak, but also to memorize, to keep what you have to speak English.
Yeah,
That was really good to know. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you
Thank you for your help.
much.
Where are you from?
Oh, well, I'm Australian, born here.
I'm actually making an English content today, asking non-native speakers about, how they learn English. But at the same time, also, I want to ask you some questions from your perspective as a person from a native English-speaking country. Do you interact with non-native English speakers in your life in Australia?
Yes, in the workplace.
In a workplace, there are
Yes.
many people from like other countries, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's completely normal in Australia.
That's completely normal in Australia. The big diversity is here. We just had a little bit of a conversation, and from this conversation, could you tell that I'm not from a native English-speaking country?
Yes.
Obviously,
Yes.
obviously. Do I have an accent?
Yes, you do have a slight accent.
Slight accent. Obviously, if I speak like, can you sit down here? I don't think you understand. Do you understand? Can you sit down here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
understand
get
what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can understand. Many Japanese people care about their accent so much, which sometimes takes their confidence away. They feel like they have to be speaking like native speakers. What do you think about accent? Is that a cool thing to have, or it's like a bit not good?
No, I think it immediately makes me want to ask about them and their life
Okay.
and where they're from. Like, it does not matter if you have an accent or not. It makes you interesting. Like, I want to know about you.
So if I have like a bit of an accent, well, I do have a bit of a samurai accent, we call it, and then you feel like maybe these guys are from, Asia. Well, I look like an Asian person, so it's obvious, but you want to ask like, where are you from, and
Yeah, and then you strike up that conversation, and then, because my background's Polish,
Yeah.
even though I was born here, like, I have a background, so I'm really interested in, like, in them and their life, so it doesn't matter if you have an accent or not.
that is true. So if you have an accent, maybe that can be how do you call like the fire for the
Yeah,
conversation?
it's a good conversation starter.
Yeah,
and
starter.
yeah, it's just something that I find interesting anyway.
Thank you very much for your help.
No worries.
That gave a lot of people confidence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. はい、ということで今日はですね、外国人はどうやって英語を話せるようになったのか、前回の動画よりも深掘りしてちょっとインタビューしてみました。確かにこう単語帳とかでね、基本的な単語とか勉強するのも本当に大事なんですけど、それこそやっぱり映画とか海外ドラマとか見て、僕のインタビュー動画もそうですよね。実際に使われている英語を優先的に覚えていくっていうのはね、すごく僕も大事だと思うんですよね。そして英語を話せるようになるためだけではなく、忘れないようにするためにも実際にね、どんどんやっぱり使っていくっていうのが英語をマスターする上では欠かせない方法だと思います。冒頭でも紹介したタロサックの公式 LINE では、英語を話せるようになりたいと思う人にとっても超有益な情報ですとか、英会話の初めの一歩となる機会を提供しています。よし、挑戦するぞ、もう絶対英語話せるようになるぞと思う方はぜひ概要欄のリンクから友達追加してください。外国人ってこうやってみんな英語話せるようになったんだとか、むしろアクセントがあることってセクシーなんだとか、みんなアクセントに誇りを持ってるんだって、そんなことでもいいんです。少しでもこの動画を見て、僕も私も英語話せるようになりたいと思ってくれたあなたがそこにいるのであれば、見るだけで頭の中グローバル化しちゃったんだよ。最後まで見てくれた皆さんありがとうございます。面白いと思ってもらえた方はチャンネル登録忘れずに、高評価も忘れずに。また次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイフォーナウ。